So a common question that may arise when you're thinking about carrying a handgun for personal protection is what level of retention you need. So I'm going to do a little video to just kind of explain the common levels of retention and kind of what they mean. We'll start with a level 1 holster. That's commonly referred to your retention of the holster itself. These are both kydex or thermoformed plastic holsters, and as you can see, they're molded to fit this actual pistol. I actually made these both of these holsters myself. So the pistol snaps in, and the common test to see is that it doesn't rattle around, doesn't fall out. This one's actually adjustable. I've got a little screw right there. So the retention of the holster itself is just that first level of retention. That's what holds it in. One thing I'll point out, this is an outside the waistband holster with a paddle on the back. This one's meant to be worn inside the waistband with a little clip over it. Again, it doesn't rattle, doesn't fall out. Unless you're doing something very, very rigorous, that holster is probably going to be fine. It's probably going to hold your gun securely enough to do whatever you may need to do. So, level 1. Now let's talk about level 2. And that's just the next step in security. The holster itself doesn't offer much in the form of press fit or retention, but you do have that security of the gun being inside the holster and covered. But you're going to have some type of mechanical brake. This is a Safariland holster. It's my personal favorite. It's what I sell on my accessory website. Mostly this is one of my better selling holsters. And you've got this little thumb release. You pull on it, there is an actual mechanism inside. I'll see if the camera can get it there, and as I press on that, you see the little detent drops and allows the gun to slide out with the gun inside. Listen for the click when it secures itself. Yeah, and now it's in. A little loose. Tighten it up a little bit if you wanted to, but that works great. Here's another style. This is a smaller one. This is more of a concealment holster. Now, Safariland advertises this as a concealment holster, but it's a little big, I believe, for that. This one you can actually hide on a belt underneath a suit jacket or something like that, or a hoodie in the colder weather. Again, same principle, thumb brake, the gun comes out. Level 2. Now let's go to level 3. And I see very little use for this, honestly, outside of law enforcement or military duty carry. Carried a holster similar to this in Iraq, as well as during my days with the state police on patrol. So there you have the thumb brake that we just talked about of the level 2. You've also got a bell that comes up and over. So to defeat this mechanism, you have to proper grip on the pistol. Your thumb is going to engage the hood, push it down, roll it forward, and then your thumb's going to engage the thumb brake. So it'll maybe look a little awkward with me doing it on camera, but if I were wearing it on my hip, it's very smooth once you train and practice with it. So you've got both of those you have to defeat before the gun comes out. Again, that gun's not going anywhere. If something were to happen to the thumb brake underneath, the hood's going to catch it. The hood's also protecting the thumb brake from getting accidentally engaged. One thing I will make mention of is it has happened that this has gotten caught on clothing or seatbelt or something and disengaged itself. But that's very, very rare. So again, I see very little use for this. I keep this to wear to the range now, but very little concealment, everyday carry use for this, but you may find it applicable. Just remember, it's primarily going to be for your military and law enforcement duty carry. So again, level 1, that's just your retention, your press fit. Level 2, you've got this some type of thumb brake. Some manufacturers make a finger brake down here. I personally don't prefer that. Some people do. That's not my personal preference though. And then you go to your level 3 where you've got some type of hood or covering, and then you've got some type of thumb retention underneath that as well. So I hope that works. I hope that helps. And if you have any questions, just feel free to drop a note in the comment section and I'll try to answer it.